In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said,
Let there be light.
and there was light. And God saw the light that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. And God said,
Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters.
and God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven. And the evening and the morning were the second day. And God said,
Let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear.
and it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called he seas. And God saw that it was good. And God said,
Let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth.
and it was so. And the earth brought forth grass, and herb yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruit whose seed was in itself after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the third day. And God said,
Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night. Let them be for signs, for seasons, and for days and years. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth.
and it was so. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. And God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day. And God said,
Let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath life, and the fowl that may fly above the earth in the firmament of heaven.
and God created great whales, and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying,
Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let the fowl multiply in the earth.
and the evening and the morning were the fifth day. And God said,
Let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing, and beast of the earth after his kind.
and it was so. God made the beast of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God said,
Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth.
So God created man in his own image, of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. And man became a living soul.
Hello, Adam.
Hello, God. Why am I here? And what is this place?
This is the paradise which I have prepared for you, the Garden of Eden, and I have created you to have a relationship with. You are to dress this garden and to keep it. Of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it. For in the day that thou eatest thereof thou shalt surely die.
I understand.
Now here's your tools. And also, name all these animals, like this thing.
Okay, how about rabbit?
Good. Now I'll return this evening. You have some work to do.
Yes, I do. Well, it's time to work. Camel. Frog. Nah, frog. Sark. Hey, you want something to eat? Yeah, good. I'll call you a horse.
And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day. And on the seventh day God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made.
That was a hole in one.
And God blessed the seventh day, and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested from all his work which God created and made.
So, what did you do today, Adam?
Well, for starters, I finished collecting all the fruit, I watered all the plants, I trimmed all the branches, and I named the majority of the animals. There's only one thing. I've noticed that all the animals you've made have another of their kind, but there isn't any other of my kind. And I'm kind of lonely with there being no one else to talk to besides you. Something just seems missing, like someone, you know? Well, good night, God.
Good night, Adam.
See you tomorrow.
It is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him an helpmeet for him.
And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs, and closed up the flesh instead thereof. And the rib which the Lord God had taken from man made he a woman.
Hey, Adam. Remember when you said you felt lonely?
Yeah?
Well, I made you something.
Is this what I think it is?
Yes, it's a female of your kind.
Thanks, God.
Go on. Name her.
This is now bone of my bones, and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, for she was taken out of man. And your name shall be Eve, for you are the mother of all living.
Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth and subdue it. Now I will go and let you get to know each other.
So we live here?
Yeah. Come on, I'll show you around.
Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. And they were both naked, the man and his wife, and were not ashamed.
And God made all this?
Yep.
Even the animals?
Yes, he did.
And you got to name them all?
Mm-hmm.
Wow!